Hello everyone, how to solve this problem for the values of x if we have x plus 3 whole cubed plus x plus 5 whole cubed is equals to 8, and we solve this problem for the real values of x. So here you remember that we need to find only real roots of this equation, and now we move toward the solution of this problem. So the very first thing we are going to do is first we need to rewrite this equation as this is x plus 3. We write this 3 as 4 minus 1 whole cube plus this is x plus 5, and we write this 5 as 4 plus 1 whole cubed is equals to 8. And now you see here x plus 4 is be the common term which is lies on both of these two terms, so that we take here we will just take a is equals to x plus 4. So when you substitute x plus 4 equals a, it will becomes a minus 1 whole cubed plus this will becomes a plus 1 whole cubed is equals to 8. And here we use the nice cubic formula to solve this problem, and you know about that. If we have x cubed plus y cubed is equals to x plus y times of x square minus xy plus y square. And you see here the base of this term is our x and the base of this term is our y. So after applying this formula, we write our above equation of left hand side as this is x plus y. Here our x is a minus 1 plus y is a plus 1 into here we have x square. The value of x is a minus 1 whole square minus a minus 1, and y is a plus 1 into y square. So the value of y is a plus 1 whole square, and this whole equation is equals to 8. And further in the next step we need more simplifications, and this is the positive and negative term are gone, and we get a plus a becomes 2 times of a. And here we use the nice algebraic formula, and it will be written as a square plus 1 minus a square plus 1 square minus 2 times of a into 1. And here this is a minus 1 into a plus 1 becomes a square minus 1 square, and plus here again we expand this formula, and it will becomes a square plus 1 square plus 2 times of a into 1 is equals to 8. So here we need more simplifications, and it will be written as here you see that this is minus 2a1 is cancelled out by this plus 2a1, and here we get this is 2 times of a. Here we have this is a square plus a square becomes 2 times of a square. This 1 square plus 1 square becomes here 2, because 1 square equals 1 and 1 plus 1 becomes 2. And here we multiply this negative sign on both of these values, and it will becomes minus a square plus 1, and this whole equation is equals to 8. And here we need more simplifications, and it will becomes 2a into this is 2a square minus a square becomes a square, and 2 plus 1 becomes 3. Then we move 8 from right hand side to the left hand side, and this whole equation is equals to 0. And you see that both of these terms are divisible by 2, so that we divide both of these two terms by 2. So when we divide by 2, it will becomes here in this form. So this 2 and 2 are gone. This is 2 times 4 becomes 8, and we get here a times of a square plus 3 minus 4 is equals to 0. We also divide by right hand side, because 0 divided by 2 becomes here 0. And now in the next step we multiply this a separately on both of these two values, and it will becomes a cubed plus 3a minus 4 is equals to 0. So this will becomes here cubic equation in a variable. So here we just make the factorization, we use the factorization techniques to solve this cubic equation. For this here we need to break its middle term, and its middle term is 3a, and we write this 3a as minus a plus 4a minus 4 is equals to 0. And now here further in the next step we need to take common a on both of these two sides, and when you take common a, we get the remaining values are a square minus 1. When you take common 4 from here, we get a minus 1, and this whole equation is equals to 0. And here in the next step, we need to use a square minus 1 square is equals to a minus 1 times of a plus 1 plus this is 4 times of a minus 1, and this whole equation is equals to 0. And now you see here both of these two terms involve a minus 1, so that we will take common a minus 1 from here, and we get the remaining values are a into a plus 1 plus from here we get 4, and this whole equation is equals to 0. And in the next step here, we need to divide this equation into the two cases. The first case is we write a minus 1 equals to 0, and the second case is we write this whole equation equals to 0. So this is when we multiply a on both of these values, it will becomes here a square plus a plus 4 equals to 0. And further in the next step here, we need more simplifications, and from here we will get our a is equals to 1. So this is the first real root of given equation, and now here we need to move backward and we back substitute the value of a. So in the start of the problem, we will take here our a is equals to x plus 4. So when we put it here, it will becomes x plus 4 is equals to 1. And now we move this 4 to the right hand side, and it will becomes 1 minus 4, and we easily get the value of x is equals to minus 3. So this is the real value of x, which is a required value of given equation. And now here in the next step, we need to check that is this quadratic equation has real roots or not, so that we use the discriminant formula to check these roots. So you know about that. First we write the coefficients of this equation, and its coefficients are capital A is equals to 1, capital B is equals to 1, and capital C is equals to 4, and we state the discriminant formula as it is equals to b square minus 4 times of AC. So you know that if the discriminant value is less than 1, less than 0, it means that this equation has complex root, but if the value is greater than or equals to 0, then this equation gives us the real roots. So we check its behavior, and b is equals to 1. This is 1 square minus 4 times of a is 1 and c is 4. And 1 square becomes 1, 4 times 4 becomes 16, and we get our discriminant is equals to minus 15. So you see here this is less than 0. So if this is less than 0, this means that our given equation has complex roots, or in other words we just say that it has no real root. So if this equation has no real roots, then we rejected this case, because in this question we need only real roots, and we have the only one real root, that is x is equals to minus 3. And this is the final answer, and thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel for more exciting videos.